Well, hello everyone. Now we're fin to talk to my good old Aries. As you see, I have some cards laying down for us, Aries. So we're finna get ready to talk. This is for fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. What comes out, we take this like a grain of salt, okay? Don't take it literal scent, but you take it like a grain of salt, and it gonna lead you somewhere, okay? So we're gonna get started, because I was looking at it. The first card, y'all like, share, and subscribe. Guide with me, come with me, follow me, show me some love. I got y'all from a general place. Now, okay, the emotions are running high under the supermoon. There's something about some emotions, Aries. We're going to start with you because we're doing Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Now, what's these emotions are running high? What's running high for my good old, Aries? Y'all like, share, and subscribe, and all my newcomers, I thank you so much for your love and kindness. Y'all are so wonderful just to show up and just to listen to, girl. Because y'all, excuse me, I can be arrogant and use this with a grain of salt. And it's allegedly, don't make it your story, and it's not. So emotions is running high. What is these emotions running high? Something about the high priestess. The high priestess and the queen of wands. Somebody's emotions is running high about, the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands somebody has sparked, how they say, you may have sparked a fuse or two. This high priestess, they are, very, have a lot of wisdom. And this Queen of Wands here is very determination. This person is very determined. Even in their emotions high, even in the storm, when things get a little rough and they feel like this high priestess, they're real determined. They're not a quitter. I'm not a quitter. I don't give up, well, I gotta give up because I'm scared. No. One thing I was always taught, scary people got problems, but I ain't got time to be afraid of my shadow and run around like, what the heck? So what's going on with this Queen of Wands that you in your emotions and you're determined? What are you determined to do? So you're determined. What you determined and you're in emotions about it. So you're determined to, basically we have here the Three of Wands. See, someone here is being patient. They're determined and they have patience. They're waiting on their ships to come in. Also, there's the Five of Cups. There's a moment of regret. Someone regrets something. This Five of Cups is regretting somebody's regretting something they did. And then we have this Two of Cups about a relationship. Somebody could be regretting. It sounds like a Taurus or somebody allegedly you associated. They're regretting a relationship of the past. Something happened in the past, and they're regretting it. We have a lot of regrets, but hey, you got to get over and shake it and keep going, baby. You can't, you can make your good malt, but you got to shake it and rock and roll, and it's rock and roll. See, I'm that type of person. What else they need to know here? What else Aries need to know? Aries, somebody has regret. What do they regret? What is this person regretting? Somebody regrets, someone is regretting the fact that they messed with this Nine of Pentacles, because of the rewards. They're regretting because someone's finna get some rewards, and they're regretting that this person, that's why that person is all in regret. See, the Emperor is finna get some rewards because they're sorority from a sorority or some kind of organization's finna to give Aries some rewards. We have a Four of Cups here. Someone here that, they're Four of Cups. Someone we got here that's, they feel unfulfilled about something because they feel unfulfilled because this person finna get a gift, a surprise gift. So they don't like that this fire signs are getting a gift, so they're emotionally just toe up. This Nine of Swords here is someone that has a lot of, you might be feeling a lot of anxiety right now, but there's a gift coming to you, and that's why you feel all this anxiety. Something got you swiggle your twistles. But anyway, It's emotional because some rewards is coming your way, baby. You know you earn them rewards the way you feeling all sad about it. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. You know, somebody's finna to get some rewards and everybody else is all, well, how money you got to get those rewards? You don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. That's what somebody was saying, you know. We have a 7 of Cups here. This person here, you know, the 7 of Cups is really, they're really upset about this. The 7 of Cups, someone here is, you know, they had choices and commitments and issues that they had to choose through and solve through. And somebody here, the 5 of Swords, see, somebody felt defeated. They felt like they spilled it all their cups, but they never was defeated. The 8 of Swords, someone here, someone may be in imprisonment. They feel like they're in imprisonment. Somebody was in imprisonment. Somebody's locked up. This 8 of Cups, someone here is on a quest. So they was on the quest against you, but they feel locked up right now. This whole society is this Hierophant. There's a society of people, the Hierophant, the leaders kind of toughed up. I don't know what you did, Aries, but they're kind of mad at you. They're like, man, get away from me, man. You always making trouble. You always making trouble for my organization. My organization was cool until we met that fireside, and we all emotional because you wrong. You done us wrong. Shut up. Stop whining. Take your lickings. If you did something, you know, hey, it works both ways. I ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying? Let's go over here to Leo. Now, that's too much. Now, Leo, conclusions are within on the full moon eclipse. There's something that you know, that's going to come to you. And, you know, it's going to come and there's going to be some conclusions. You know, what's this eclipse? And, you know, there's going to be some conclusions about this eclipse you got going on, Leo. What's going on with this eclipse, Leo? Well, okay, Leo. We have here. Now, Leo, we have the wheel. See, there's some changes. See, the wheel has turned. So, Leo, there's some changes finna go on, and it's like the 8 of Pentacles. Somebody here was need to practice more. They need to work on something a little bit more. We also have here the Queen of Cups. Someone that this Queen of Cups they had a lot of intentions to do something. They had a lot of intentions, boy. They working overtime, boy, on this Empress creativity. See, they didn't want this Empress to have a lot of creativity ideas. So they was working on it. This 10 of Cups, something is contentment. Someone feels like they're in contentment even though they tried to stop. Somebody tried to stop that person's creativity. We have a Knight of Swords, him or equalism. See, some of them, this Knight of Swords was, there's two sides. Some people, it might be a Gemini, got two heads, and, you know, in other words. So this Knight of Swords has got judgment on their head because of some opportunities. You know, there's a judgment that there'll be opportunities coming to this person around the moon. And it's under concealment. Something is under concealment. We have the 8 of Wands here. See, there was a message that someone's going to get, allegedly. And they're going to get a message about a 7 of Wands. Something about someone being very brave. They have a lot of brave. This person had a lot of bravery. In other words, they stick it to you. I'm going to keep on going until it's over. And I'm going to ride till I get the other way. But I'm going till it gets over. I'm going to keep moving till my last days. Okay, let's talk about Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you got me talking in, you know, like we in some church. But anyway, expect a powerful change to come, new moon eclipse for my Sagittarius. There's some powerful change finna come for you. What's this powerful change finna come for my Sagittarius? Sagittarius. What's the change that's coming your way? What's the change It's coming to Sagittarius. What's the change? But there's a change in other eclipse. And there's a change that you don't see. Now what's the change that you don't see? You know, my Sag don't see. What's this change, Sag? Now, Sag, we have the change. There says the strength. They're finna give you the strength to for your fortune. So they finna help you get your fortune around this eclipse. So they're working on somebody getting their fortune. What about this person getting their fortune? So they're working on it. Well, they said, we got it, we got it, we got it. Somebody says, you know, the 5 wands. See, they're working on the 5 wands to get, you know, all this rivalry that's going on around this 5 wands. See, they had to, you know, get the rivalry. You know, there was a lot of ruckus going on. And so they had to, there was an obstacle to get this to change. But like they said in the sky, we can get it. Somebody 2 of swords here. They had a lot of confusion going on. There was so much confusion. People were so confused about it. You know, they was, what's the confusion that's going on? Basically, it's all about what you believe in your faith. See, they didn't know that this Knight of Wands was, you know, the wish. See, there's some desire, this Knight of Wands, that they didn't want to see this Knight of Wands get. So they didn't want to see a fire sign get their fortress. So they wanted you to not have your fortress. They wanted you to go over there and beg. And stay over there begging the rest of your life. They didn't want you to have nothing. Somebody was real stingy, man. They were so stingy. They were like, you can't have that. You can't have this. And we're going to stop you. Somebody here says it's time for justice up in this sucker. Justice have arrived in your favor. So there's justice for this 2 of Pentacles. Somebody to be, you know, to have flexibility. See, because they didn't want, and the justice is them to be flexible. And they have justice regarding what they were trying to steal. You know, they was really trying hard, but I got to give them that much. They was trying. It says this King of Pentacles, you know, this person was playing like they was real loyalty to this star. They was trying to let the star think they was real loyal, but this 9 of Cups here was someone in this Knight of Cups was empathic. They was very empathic. They could feel everything. We had a Page of Cups here, someone that you know, they would sit here and they would like to invent more troubles. What they were, you know, on this wand, this, you know, the energy. They try to manipulate the energy so it would turn on you. And then we have the 10 of Wands here. There was some hardship going, but that hardship, and then they put them in Hangman, you know, their perception. They kept trying to block this person from having what they wanted. This 1 of Swords, but they were so intelligent. They was actually too intelligent for your tail, man. It says this 2 of Wands, someone was had a lot of decisions. They were so indecision about things. They didn't know what to do, but we have this King of Swords here, someone that you know, this King of Swords was, you know, more logic. And we have this 9 of Wands here. Someone was really just thinking about somebody a lot. And then we have this Queen of Pentacles, was very ambitious on trying to mess with that too. Well, basically, we had a mean little sucker here. There was somebody that loved to tamper in your life. They loved to put some stones in your life, put some bones in your life, and lie to your life. But you like, go ahead and lie. Lie till it's over. And when it's done, it's over. Like, share, subscribe. I'll be back, y'all. This is crazy.